Hello, my dear students. This is P. Venkateshwarlu, PGT Physics, the Nandal Public School. Today, I will discuss about current electricity, part 9. Kirchhoff rule number 1, junction rule. This law states that the algebraic sum of the currents meeting at a point in an electrical circuit is always zero. The current enters positive, the current leaving negative. So that's why entering positive, leaving negative, the sum of the algebraic sum is equal to 0. Coming to second rule. This law states that the algebraic sum of changes in potential difference around any closed loop involving resistors and cell in the loop is 0. N is the total number of changes in potential around the closed loop. Okay, here at A and D the current can splits. A, B, C, D current can splits. Okay, here we are assumed direction clock or anti-clockwise direction. Based on that, we have to find the changes in potential difference. At A, the current enters I3 and leaves I1, I2 like that. Okay, see here AB. Okay, our direction is clockwise direction, but here we can take the arrow mark moves positive, that's why positive, the potential difference is positive. And then BC is there. Coming to BC, the current direction and our assumed direction is same, that's why we can take minus I1 R1. We have to take minus I1 R1. If both directions is same, we can take minus I1 R1. Coming to CD is there. CD, the current direction is opposite to our assumed direction, means clockwise direction is opposite to the I2. Okay, so that's why both are opposite, that's why we can take positive. Plus I2 R2. CD we can take plus I2 R2. Coming to DA is there, DA, and our assumed direction clockwise direction, the current direction is same, so that's why you have to take negative. These are the sign conventions of loop rule. Okay, so along the direction AB, the current direction is positive terminal of the battery, that's why V potential positive. Along BC is there, the current direction I1 and clockwise direction both are same, that's why we have to take negative. Coming to CD is opposite to clockwise, that is we have to take positive. And DA, the current direction I3 and clockwise direction is same, that's why we have to take negative. Minus I3 R3 DA. Coming to Wheatstone bridge. Wheatstone bridge, it is an arrangement of 4 resistors used to measure one of them in terms of other 3. Consider a resistances P, Q, R and S are connected in 4 arms of a quadrilateral. The galvanometer G and a tapping key connected between points B and D. The cell and one-way key are connected as shown in the figure. Resistance P and Q are called ratio arms. Resistances R is variable resistance and S is unknown resistance. The bridge is said to be balanced when the galvanometer gives zero deflection. Thus, we have balanced condition, that is P by Q is equal to R by S. P by Q is equal to R by S. Okay, so coming to derivation. Okay, so at point B, at point B. So here point is B. We can apply junction rule. So what is junction rule? The algebraic sum of currents enter into the junction, which is equal to the algebraic sum of currents leaving from the junction. Okay, see here at B, at junction B, the current I1 enters and the current I3 and IZ leaving from the junction. Okay, so at point B, according to junction rule, I1 is equal to I3 plus IZ. This is equation 1. Okay, so at junction D, according to junction rule, so I2 current enter at the junction D, so we can get IZ plus I4, means I4 or I2 plus IZ is equal to I4, equation 2. Okay, see here, coming to Kirchhoff loop rule. Okay, consider loop A, B, D, A. From the loop A, B, D, A. Loop A, B, D, A. Here we can assume clockwise direction according to loop rule. So we have to write, we can start from P. The current direction and clockwise direction is same. That's why we have to take minus I1P, minus I1P. Okay, see here IZ. The current is IZ and resistance is G. Plus IG capital G. Then at resistance R, the current is opposite to the clockwise direction. That's why minus I2R is equal to 0. This is equation 3. Okay, next second loop, clockwise direction, loop BCDB. Okay, so we can start from Q. I3Q So same direction, the current direction I3 and clockwise direction is same. According to sign convention, we have to take negative sign, minus I3 minus I3 cube, and here the current direction is opposite to the clockwise direction, plus I4, yes, plus I4s. Okay, so according to Ohm's law, potential here we have to take IR, V is equal to IR. Then remaining galvanometer. So galvanometer having some internal resistance. So in this case, we don't take the internal resistance of galvanometer. Okay, so and here plus Ig into G is equal to 0, equation 4. Okay, minus I3 cube plus I4s plus Ig into G is equal to 0. Ig means the current passing through galvanometer, G means the resistance of galvanometer. Okay, see here, so the ratio, if the four resistors are in order, we can say the Wheatstone bridge is sensitive. Okay, so if the four resistors are in same order, the bridge is balanced. Okay, so the balanced condition is the current passing through galvanometer is 0. Okay, according to balanced condition of Wheatstone bridge is Ig is equal to 0. The current passing through galvanometer is 0. The current passing through galvanometer is 0. Means balanced condition Ig, the current passing through galvanometer is 0. So we can rewrite equation 1. Okay, so Ig is equal to 0 means I1 plus I3 plus Ig it will 0. So I1 is equal to I3. That is equation 5. Then Ig value substitute in equation 2, we can get I2 is equal to I4. That is equation 6. Okay, so then Ig value 0 we can substitute in equation 3. Okay, then so this is from equation 1, from equation 2, from equation 3, we can substitute Ig value 0, we can get minus I1p plus 0 minus I2R is equal to 0. According to loop law. Loop ABDA minus I1P plus IJJ. Okay, so here the current direction is the opposite, we have to take plus. The current direction is opposite to the clockwise direction, that's why we have to take plus. So rearrange this. Okay, I1P is equal to I1P is equal to I2R, equation 7. Okay, from equation 4, from equation 4 means loop BCDB, loop BCDB. Okay, so minus I3Q plus I4 S is equal to 0, 0, 0. Okay, so rearrange this I3Q is equal to I4S, equation 8, equation 8. Okay, so from equation 7 and 8, from 7 and 8 with substituting of equation 5 and equation 6, equation 7 by 8. So equation 7 means I1P by I3Q is equal to I4S divided by I2R divided by I4S. Okay, see here, what is the I1 value? I1 is equal to I3. Next, I2 is equal to I4. From 5 and 6. So we can get I3P divided by I3Q is equal to I4R divided by I4S. I3 gets cancelled, I4 gets cancelled. We can get P by Q is equal to R by S. So this ratio is the balanced condition of Wheatstone bridge. Wheatstone bridge. It is an arrangement of 4 resistances used to measure one of them in terms of other 3. So consider AB, BC, CD and ADR 4 resistors arranging like rhombus, and along BC we have to take galvanometer. The current passing through galvanometer is IC. Galvanometer indicates G. Then we can connect SL A to C. Okay, the current passing from positive terminal of the battery to A, at junction A, current I can split into I1 and I2. At B, the current I2 split IG and I4. At junction D, the current I1 can split I3. So at the junction C, I4 and I3 enters into the junction I, it will come. Okay, at point B, I2 minus Ig minus I4 is equal to 0. That is equation 1. At point D, I1 plus Ig minus I3 is 0. Equation 2. So applying Kirchhoff loop rule, ADBA and DBCD, loop ADBA, we get minus I1 R1 plus Ig G plus I2 R2 is equal to 0 according to loop rule. I2 R2 plus Ig G is equal to I1 R1. I1 R1 is equal to I2 R2 plus Ig G. Equation 3. Loop CBDC. We can get applying loop rule I4 R4 minus Ig G minus I3 R3 is equal to 0. From that we can get I4 R4 is equal to I3 R3 plus Ig into G. Equation 4. Okay, if bits balanced, the current passing through Ig is 0. The current passing through galvanometer is 0. From 1 Ig is equal to 0 means I2 is equal to I4. Equation 5. From equation 2 Ig is equal to 0, we can get I1 is equal to I3. Equation 6. Okay, this 5 and 6 we can substitute 3 and 4. We can get I1 R1 is equal to I2 R2. I1 by I2 is equal to R2 by R1. Equation 7. From 4 I4 R4 is equal to I3 R3. Ig value 0. I3 by I4 is equal to R4 by R3. Equation 8. I1 by I2 is equal to R4 by R3. Equation 9. From 7 and 9, R2 by R1 is equal to R4 by R3. Okay, for the current passing through galvanometer is 0, we can get the R2 by R1 is equal to R4 by R3. We can say that is balanced condition. If R1, R2, R3, R4 balanced, we can get R2 by R1 is equal to R4 by R3. So that we can say balancing condition. In that we have to find unknown resistance of any one out of 4. So this is possible when galvanometer shows reading 0. So equation 10 gives the Westenbach formula. In other form we can write P by Q is equal to R by S. If R4 is unknown resistance, R4 is equal to R2 into R3 by R1. In this way we have to find unknown resistance R4. Equal resistances, each of resistance are connected as shown in the figure. A battery of V volts is connected between A and B. The current flowing in AFCEB will be problem. Okay, here they given one circuit diagram. Okay, here we have to find the current passing through in this circuit. Okay, so by seeing it is very difficult and difficult to understand, difficult to we can get the effective or the equivalent resistance. See here, by opening A, okay, like this. Okay, by opening A, so we can get a different circuit. See here, just we have to open. Okay, so this is A. This you can open. Remaining it will come same. Okay, remaining here same R here B C. So this is B. Rearrange the diagram, so we can assume this is Wheatstone bridge. Yes. Okay. So if the ratio of the arms are same, we can say the bridge is balanced. So at the balanced condition, the current passing through arm, this arm is 0. The current passing through this CD arm is 0. So simply we can remove resistance R. Okay. So for this type of problems, so we have to remove CD resistance. Okay. So when we can remove means the ratio of the arms are same, R by R. So we can get the same ratio. So this type of problems, if their ratio are same, so we can remove R. We can remove middle of the resistance. Simply we can remove this resistance. Here. So this R series. Okay, understand? So we can get like this. This is A and B. Resistance R. Okay. So R plus R, 2R in series. R series condition. That's why you have to take R plus R, 2R, R plus R, 2R. Okay. So by rearranging this, we can get like this. A and B, 2R. Okay, so this 2R and 2R resistance in series. This R plus R series. Here 2R and another 2R is parallel. So what is the formula? 1 by R effective is equal to 1 by 2R plus 1 by 2R. Okay, so 1 by 2R. So we can get 1 by R. 2 by 2R. R gets cancelled. So we can get 1 by R. Okay, so we can get 1 by R. So R effective is which gives the reciprocal of the resistance. R effective is equal to R. So the potential is given by V. Okay, then what is the current? We know that according to Ohm's law, V is equal to IR. Then I is equal to V by R. The current is in the given circuit, I is equal to V by R. The network shown in the figure, the value of the current I is. The problem here, they given circuit diagram, so which is look like Wheatstone bridge. Okay, here 4 arms is there, 4 ohms, 2 ohms, 3 ohms, 6 ohms. Middle of the arm is 4 ohms. Okay, so here battery is given. Battery EMF is V. Okay, so from the diagram we have to find the current, the total current passing through the circuit. Okay, see here, if the ratio of the arms are same ratio, if the ratio of the arms is same, so we can say the bridge is balanced. Okay, so here B by Q is equal to R by S. Okay, if this ratio is same, if this ratio is same, okay, we can remove 4 ohms. The bridge is balanced. Okay, so 4 by 6, 2 by 3, or 4 by 2, 6 by 3. Okay, 4 by 2 is equal to 6 by 3, 6 by 3. Okay, 2 ones, 2 twos, 3 ones, 3 twos. Okay, so the ratio is same, 2 by 1, 2 by 1, 2 by 1, the ratio is same. Okay, so whenever the balanced condition, we can remove the middle of the resistance. We can remove this 4 ohms. Okay, so we can remove 4 ohms. Okay, when we can remove? If the bridge is balanced condition. Okay, so if bridge is balanced condition, the current passing through this 4 ohms resistance is 0. So that's how we can remove. Okay, so then we can get 4 ohms, 2 ohms in series. That's why 4 plus 2, 6 ohms, 6 ohms, and 6 ohms, 3 ohms series. 6 plus 3, 9 ohms, 9 ohms. Okay, battery V. Okay, here 6 ohms, 9 ohms which are in parallel condition. So we have to find the effective resistance by using resistors in parallel combination. 1 by R effective is equal to 1 by 6 plus 1 by 9. Okay, 1 by R effective is equal to 9 plus 6 divided by 6 into 9. 6 into 9. Okay, so R effective is equal to 54 divided by 15, which is equal to 18 by 5. 18 by 5 ohms. Okay, by using parallel formula, means by using resistors in parallel combination, so we can get the equivalent or effective resistance is 18 by 5 ohms. Okay, so here resistance is 18 by 5 and EMF is V. How we can find current? From the Ohm's law, V is equal to IR. Then I is equal to V by R. Okay, V is the given V divided by 18 by 5. Okay, it will come reverse, 5 by 18. Okay, 5 by 18 into V. The current passing through the circuit is I is equal to 5 by 18 into V. 5 by 18 into V. Circuit P is equal to 7 ohms, Q is equal to 8 ohms, R is equal to 12 ohms, and S is equal to 7 ohms. Find the additional resistance to be used in series with S, so that the bridge is balanced. Okay, here coming to Wheatstone bridge, the advantage of null point method or zero deflection in Wheatstone bridge is the resistance of galvanometer does not affect the balance point. There is no need to determine current in resistance and internal resistance of a galvanometer. Given 4 resistors, that is PQRS, and in that problem we have to find the additional resistance. We can denote it, that is X, is adding to the S which is in series. Okay, we can get the balanced condition. Okay, here the given P, Q, R, S resistances. So that is 7, 8, 12, 7 ohms. Okay, so here the condition is if we can add some resistance series with the S, we can get the balanced condition. Okay, understand? Here we can add some resistance series with S, we can get the balanced condition. What is the balanced condition? P by Q is equal to R by S. Rearrange this. Okay. S by R is equal to Q by P. Okay, according to question we can add some resistance. That adding resistance it is denoted X. Okay, according to the question S plus X. So X is unknown resistance. The additional resistance is adding to the S resistance in series. Okay, S plus X divided by R is equal to Q divided by P. Okay, S plus X is equal to Q by P into R. Okay, X is equal to Q by P into R minus X. Okay, what is Q? 8 divided by P 7 into R 12 minus S 7. Okay, so 8 by 7 into 12 minus 7, so we can get 6.72. 6.72 ohms. 6.72 ohms. Here I am giving you homework. Complete it by tomorrow and submit in our class WhatsApp group. Question number 1. In the network shown in the figure, each of the resistance is equal to 2 ohms. The resistances between the points A and B is. Next question. The net resistance of the circuit between A and B is. So these questions are very important for NEET and JEE CBSE board exams.